You just checked your phone. 2 minutes later, you check it again. Nothing changed. No new emails, no new messages, no urgent world updates. Yet your hand moved completely on autopilot. Why do we do this? Modern culture tells us it's because we lack willpower, or that social media apps are just too addictive. But the truth is much older and much colder. Your smartphone isn't just a piece of technology. To your brain, it is the ultimate survival tool. And the reason you can't stop checking it actually dates back to a survival mechanism cooked up during the last ice age. To understand why your phone has a psychological chokehold on you, we have to look at how our ancestors found food. Imagine you are a nomadic hunter-gatherer 30,000 years ago. Food doesn't live in supermarkets. It is scattered randomly across a dangerous landscape. When you forage, you are playing a high-stakes lottery. You check a bush, it's empty. You check another, empty. You check a third, jackpot, fresh wild berries. Neuroscientists call this a variable reward schedule. If every single bush always had exactly 3 berries, your brain would get bored. But because the reward is unpredictable, your brain releases a massive hit of dopamine right before you look under the branch. Dopamine isn't the chemical of pleasure. It's the chemical of anticipation. It forces you to keep looking. Now look at your phone. Every time you open an app or refresh a feed, you are performing the exact same physical and psychological action as an Ice Age ancestor checking a berry bush. A notification is a sweet berry. An empty screen is an empty branch. Your phone is essentially an infinite bush filled with an endless supply of unpredictable rewards. Your brain doesn't see a screen. It thinks it's foraging for survival resources. But it wasn't just about finding food. It was also about not becoming food. During the Ice Age, human environments changed rapidly. Glaciers moved, weather patterns shifted overnight, and deadly predators were constantly tracking your tribe. In this environment, a relaxed, easily distracted human didn't last very long. The humans who survived were the ones who were hyper-vigilant. They were biologically wired to pay immediate attention to novelty, any slight change in their environment. A sudden snap of a twig, a strange shadow, a change in the wind direction. Your brain evolved to instantly drop whatever it was doing to process new information, because ignoring new information meant death. Fast forward to today. That little red or pink notification bubble on your screen, to your ancient hyper-vigilant brain, that is the modern equivalent of a rustling bush at twilight. Your brain physically cannot ignore it. It triggers the exact same evolutionary alert system that kept your ancestors awake during wolf attacks. Your phone exploits your ancient survival reflex by turning every text, like, and breaking news headline into an urgent environmental change you must investigate. There is a third, even deeper reason for your screen addiction: the terrifying evolutionary fear of missing out. Today we call it FOMO, but during the Ice Age, missing out was a literal death sentence. Humans are physically weak primates. We don't have sharp claws, thick fur, or massive fangs. Our entire survival strategy relied on the tribe. If you were part of the group, you lived. If you were exiled from the group, you died in the snow within days. Because group cohesion was everything, your brain developed an intense, anxious obsession with social data. You needed to know exactly who was mad at who was sharing resources, and what the collective consensus of the tribe was. Keeping up with social status wasn't a superficial hobby. It was vital tracking data. When you check your phone to see who liked your photo, or why your friends haven't replied to the group chat, you are running that exact same tribal survival program. Your brain panics at the thought of being left out of the social loop, because historically, being left out of the loop meant you were being left behind to freeze. To top it all off, your brain loves efficiency. Hunting and foraging in the Ice Age required burning thousands of calories with absolutely no guarantee of success. Your phone, however, gives your brain the exact same survival metrics: novelty, social data, and unpredictable rewards for the caloric cost of moving a single index finger. It is the ultimate shortcut. Why walk through a frozen tundra to talk to your tribe or seek out stimulation when you can get a hyper-concentrated dose of it right from your couch? So the next time you find yourself scrolling mindlessly at 2 a.m., don't beat yourself up for having no self-control. Your brain isn't broken. It's actually working perfectly. It's just using an incredibly advanced 50,000-year-old Ice Age survival kit to navigate a digital world it was never designed for. The trick isn't fighting your instincts. It's realizing that the bush you keep checking isn't going to save your life anymore.